resistance, fighting not only against the Nigerian government, but against the world.
If you do not believe in what we are doing, then you better get out. We're not going to stop.
Going to lower the flag of Nigeria and raise the flag of the United States of Biafra.
Tupu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu akpọta gị, ezi mmụọ niile nọ na Abia steeti, ezi mmụọ niile nọ n'Ụmụahịa, ezi mmụọ niile nọ n'Imo steeti, ezi mmụọ niile nọ n'Ekpe, ezi mmụọ niile nọ na Nkwere Ọlụ, ezi mmụọ niile nọ n'Imo gburugburu, akpọta m ụnụ. Ụnụ maara Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kanya ka mma abịa, ngwa sogharịba na ebe ọbụla ọ nọ. Gabanụ njem n'ebe ọbụla ọ nọ, yiri dịka uwe, yikwasị ya mmeri, fevọ n'iru ya, fevọ n'azụ ya. Emegidere m agha, atụmatụ ọbụla bụ atụmatụ ọjọọ nke ndị Zuu na-atụ n'isi nwatakịrị a. Echiche ọbụla bụ echiche ọjọọ nke ndị Zuu na-eche n'ebe nwatakịrị a nọ. Emegide m ya na-eke, megide ya n'orie, megide ya n'afọ, megide ya n'afọ. A sị na taa bụ orie dotara ya ndụ. Ngọzi kachasị ngọzi niile n'ụwa bụ ahụike. Jehova nye ya arụ ike, mmeri n'iru ya, mmeri n'azụ ya, mmeri n'aka nri, mmeri n'aka ekpe. Ebe ọbụla ọ nọ, mmeri ka ọ ga-enwe. Ahịa ga-abụ mmeri. Ahịa ga-abụ mmeri. Ọ ga-emeri nwoke, ọ ga-emeri nwaanyị. O ji ọfọ na-ana n'ije. O jiri nwoke ọfọ jiere nwaanyị ọfọ, jiere agadi ọfọ, jiere obere ọfọ. Chinenye ndụ nye ya ndụ. Chukwu okike abịa ma agbọta gị n'ụra, ị maara nwa gị, mmụọ niile bụ ezi mmụọ nọ n'ala Biafra baanụ n'ime Maazị. Adọọ m ikike n'ime Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, ụba n'ime Saminekpa. Saminekpa, ihe bụba abada. Nkiri ka a na-ekiri abada deji onye ozu. Oke ngene ka ị bụ, agbarụcha aha gị bụ ngene, ha ga-ekuru gị nwa na-eke, kuru gị nwa n'orie, kuru gị nwa n'afọ, kuru gị nwa na nkwọ. Nna m si na onye ju ogwugwu ọnwụ udo, onye juru n'okwu ikwuru ọ naanị ike, onye kwere n'okwu ikwuru na ọbịbịa Biafra, ihe ọma na-eme n'ime Biafra ya mebere. Onye sị na ị ga-adị, onye ahụ aga-adịkwa. Onye sị na ihe ọma ama mere gị, ihe ọma ama mere gị. Chineke na-enye ndụ, ikike niile nọ n'ime Nnamdi Kanu, n'ebe ọ bụ na Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime prison, adọ m ikike nọ n'ime nwụọ n'ime gị bụ Saminekpa. Ikike a sogharịba gị. Onye iro kpurugodo gị n'ọnụ, ikike a mechie ya anya, ya sogharịba gị. Ekwe ọnya n'iru gị, ị ga-abụ jọmpampas, ekwe n'azụ, ị ga-abụ jọmpampas, ekwe n'aka nri, ị ga-abụ jọmpampas, ekwe n'aka ekpe, ị ga-abụ jọmpampas. Nwa m, udo dere gị. Onye si udo dere mmadụ, ya ka udo na-abịara. Mmeri ka ị ga-emeri. N'iru ka ị ga-aga, ọdịda ga-abụ nke gị. Emegidere m agha Zuu, agha ndị IPOB, agha ndị DOS. Iji ọbụla bụ ije ọjọọ ndị ebube agụ na-eje n'isi gị. Ije ọbụla bụ ije ọjọọ asarị sọkụgbọkụ na asị na-asarị dọkụgbọ eje n'isi gị. Emeria m ya na-eke, meria ya n'oge, meria ya n'afọ, meria ya na nkwọ. Jehova bube ha agha. Ya were abụ ọma 35 tiri ha ọgba aghara. Chere ha ọgba aghara, tiri ha ọgba aghara, chaa ha ọgba aghara, chabanụ ha ọgba aghara, chabanụ ha ọgba aghara, chabanụ ha ọgba aghara, chaba ha ọgba aghara, ọgba aghara. Chibuchebe gị nwa m. Chinenye ndụ ya gị ndụ, n'iru ka ị ga-aga Saminekpa, ọdịda a ga-abụ nke gị n'aha Chukwu okike abịa. Adomi.
This one pass you, Nabi.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's program. We appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you. so they can join on this very expository section. We are going to continue from where we stopped yesterday, and I want you to pay attention and follow up this program. You are going to learn a lot. There are a lot of informations that are hidden from us, the Biafrans. And in this time of revelations and confessions, it is very important that we all pay attention. Pay attention. Don't allow anything to skip you. If you pay attention, I bless you, you'll be blessed. Remember, we are having fundraising today. Don't fail to join the fundraising to support the United States of Biafra under Dr. Ngozi Orabweze. We are making progress. Our passport, international passport, will be ready soon. The ID card registration is still ongoing. Our headquarters in DC will be opened very soon. A lot of progress are being made in the United States of Biafra government. So please pay attention and listen. While we continue to talk on the issue of Biafra, while we continue to debunk their lies and propaganda, we expose the criminality of Nigerian government, the evil of Nigerian government, and the genocide they are committing in Biafra land. At the same time, we continue to build our structure for our new government. Let us listen once again and hear these views of Biafrans from different walks of life. Like and share as you join us, and be part of the program on the comment section. Thank you and stay blessed.
The corrupt country. Why don't they ask Nigeria to be persecuted for committing genocide? Because I don't think Nigeria has suffered that.
No.
Why are you asking for 10 trillion? So you are proving to the North, to the world, that is about money, money, money.
Very shameful.
We are no more in that level right now. That's why all these people see Igbo people like it's about money. Now, the generation now has come to understand it's not about money. We keep remembering our adage that says, it's Biafra, Kego. It's our adage. It's Biafra, Kego. You know, so that's where we should be talking about. What is the compensation of all this? Can we have Biafra? Can you let Nnamdi Kanu go? Can you let our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa go? That we have been treated injustice, compensate us through this. And you're talking about money. We don't need their freaking money. Let them go to hell and leave us alone. Nnamdi Kanu said it. Britain, take the whole oil. Let us go. Let us go. He screamed that. Take the damn oil. Let us go. That's all we ask for. And if we are talking about the genocide committed during the war, have we forgotten what happened between our eyes during Buhari time? Operation Python Dance, where they threw all our youth inside dirty water. Shut them. All this should be coming up to remind our people, because it seems like we forget so easily. If you have the videos of that, I don't know if YouTube will allow that, but those things has to come up. Even in the airs of, bring those videos up. Those are just recent. Because we've forgotten that Buhari so quick. Buhari did was he came with vengeance on the Igbo people. Do you know what is vengeance? He came with vengeance. If he has given an opportunity, he will wipe all Igbos.
He tried to do it.
He will wipe
He called us a dot.
all Igbos. So, my brother, please, if you have those videos, the recent ones, those are recent. Because that time I know I saw, oh my God, what that man did to our youth.
Yeah,
Instance
I have all the
one,
videos, but I'm not playing it because of the YouTube
that's why
restriction.
the YouTube, if
Yeah.
somebody that have S can put those to refresh people's mind. Refresh people's mind of the recent crime committed by Buhari. I hate that man with passion. He's the worst ever that the current that wanted to wipe our people out. He will rotten. He will be alive and rotten if he's still alive anyway. If he's still alive. So that's one of the things that really touched me because I keep all the time, remembering that Operation Python does. It hurts so bad, and that's what Cameroon. Sometimes I will come across Cameroon and these people. What do they call?
Ambazonia.
Ambazonia. You see their military, Cameroon military, throwing men and women inside dirty water and told them to roll themselves. Human beings. And if you're still trying to, when somebody asks you to do like that, you don't just jump and start doing it. If you're still trying to, kind of adjust yourself, they will use their leg, and kick your head. You'll be alive and see your death. Human beings. It's just horrible that we're doing this to ourselves. An African treating an African like that. That's horrible. An Igbo person treating an Igbo person, somebody that speaks the same language with you. Let this media too, my suggestion. If you have any language, if you know any language, please join the media. Speak in your language. It's very, very important. Yes. That's why, like our brother said, I never trusted that man, Akbarawa Sonny, because his other brother of Akbarawa, he never disputed, he never used his media to challenge that his brother Sonny that it's with a basket mouth. Never. They sit at home, we are doing him as a minister of information that is in such a position. His people supposed to be leading also in that area, but nothing happens there. Sometimes I question myself, why is it that this people, that area are not participating? Why their own person is a minister of information? What is he bringing in? What is it that he's adding to this that he's doing with this position? Absolutely nothing. And there he is putting it at home to Igbo people. So we are focused. We are not deviating. We are focused. And nothing will deviate us. Nothing. So let's keep the ball rolling. Those who are by the side, we leave them by the side. We are in a war. The military said it by themselves. We are in a war. So during the war, you don't look who fall by the side. You just keep moving. You keep moving. You save those you can save, and those you cannot save, you keep moving. because we're in the war. Now, do you see the idea of the military? They are by the side, backing this guy from the Greek men, backing them, because they don't want their men to be killed anymore. Now, they're using Biafra from the Greek, those from Rivers and Bayelsa that this man is forming for them. Because the military are Fulanis, they don't want them to be killed again. Now they're using all these guys to fight the Biafra people. You see their idea. They are by the side guiding, but they don't want to come out again in full force. Rather, they just use all these idiots that don't know that how they brainwash them is what even I don't understand. They don't reason. Why are we coming out to this forefront to fight our people? If Biafra goes home tomorrow, they are going with them. What would be their seat? Thank you, my brother. I will go back to YouTube or to the listening side so that I give space to other people. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that wonderful contribution. You're on point and you've spoken well. My fellow Biafrans that have joined on today's program, it is very important. It is very important the stage we are now. Just like when you look at the message that I just brought up there, that message is a very important message and it speaks volume. I love what that person said. Anya Carlo. Anya Carlo wrote, he said, we are dealing with a situation involving IBB book launch, which we should leverage to amplify our message on a global scale. This is the scenario through which the Nigerian government accused Biafra of a coup. That very message is very, very open and straight. And that is why I am wondering, the people who claim to be fighting for Biafra, the people who claim they care about you, in this very time, such kind of thing is out, in this very time that they have such opportunity to amplify the atrocities of Nigeria against Biafrans, to speak about these atrocities. We have been speaking about it. You know, the media, they are in charge of the media, more especially the conventional media and those international media out there. They will never speak about these issues. But an opportunity has presented itself where the book launch of the criminal has raised a dust that people are talking about it. Some of us are not even discussing it in our platforms. Our brothers and neighbors from the Oduduwa land go to their platform. They are busy defending their own man. And you don't blame them. Do I blame them? No. They are busy. Go to their various platforms. They're talking about their own. But go to our Biafran platform. Some of our brothers are still busy on gossip, propaganda, and blackmail. Some of them are still on their own platform talking about irrelevant issues. Some of them are still busy on comedy, going to platforms where they will listen to comedy. We have not yet learned our lesson. This media was what they used to propagate this lie against us. The lie that brought hatred upon more than 70 million people. A lie, a blatant lie. They use the media to put that lie. They push it until every single person in the zoo, other tribes, they begin to believe this lie. This is why today there are some people in that zoological republic. They have not had anything to do with anybody from Biafra land, more especially the Igbos. They have not done any business transaction with an Igbo person. They are not married to Igbo. They have not gone into any particular issue, any transaction with an Igbo person. But when they see you as an Igbo, they see you as a threat. Once they see you from Biafra land, they see you as a threat. And to a very great extent, you know, when we say Igbo, some people think it's just only those with the 5 states. As long as you're from the old southeastern region, they see you as Igbo. And they see you as a threat, both in the southwest and in the north. Some of us who have not lived in the north will not understand this. If you have lived in the north, let me tell you, to an extent, they even attack a Yoruba man as an Igbo person. And the only thing they hold hand to attack you is that their father, Tafa Balewa or whoever, was killed. And it was your brother who was responsible for the death. This is a simple message they pass to their children. They pass it on, generation to generation, from decade to decade, they continue to pass it on. And they use their media to push this. The British wrote this very script for them. It is British that wrote it to them. A coup that was planned. In that coup, Yoruba people were among, names were mentioned, Yorubas. Yoruba officers were among. People from the Middle Belt were among. Every region in that contraption called Nigeria were among. Young officers of Nigeria who were pursuing a revolution for a better Nigeria in their mind then. All of a sudden, our brothers in the southwest, who were meant to be the beneficiary of that very revolution, used their media to change the narrative, superheaded by Awolowo. That same Awolowo they wanted to make the leader. The same Awolowo was the person who is in the forefront of causing the death of the young ones, death of children in Biafra land. Millions of children that we have died today died because of the policy put in place by Awolowo. Their blood will be on his head. Nobody is talking about that.
My brother, if I interrupt you, you see, I don't think it's in your show or 247, or put a panel.
Yeah.
Where a man put a Yoruba, one of the military, that wrote a book, put a Yoruba name and say, it's an Igbo man.
Exactly. Yeah, I played the program here. It is
yes. He said, it's an Igbo man. Yoruba name. It's an Igbo man. You see the level. Do you see the level of the hatred? We need more people in the media, those who can. I wish it's something I can do. You know, different languages. Now we have this YouTube. Now we have social media. It's not like that time when there was all these resources were not there. The world did not know what was going on fully. It was whatever information the Nigerian media gave them. That's what they're using against us. You know, but it's different now. People from different languages, please, I plead you, join the media and use your language. And if you don't know what to do, scream Mr. Herbert's video and explain it in your language. You don't need to go far. Restrain this and use it in your language. We need that now, please. There's a lot of false information about Igbo. You're talking about doing something. Even other countries. I recently got into business, or we're planning business with the Tanzanian who wanted to start a business. All of a sudden, it just poured out. Once they know you are an Igbo person, you become a threat, like right away.
Exactly.
Everywhere in African country, they start feeling intimidated. In my working place, I met this Ethiopian. He said, "Oh, you're from, you're Igbo speaking." I said, "Yes." He said, "Why is people scared of Igbo speaking? People in Nigeria." I said, "What do you think?" He said, "I don't know." I said, "That's the reason. You don't know, but you believe it." That's where you have a problem. You would have made a research. These are industrious people. Make a research yourself. That's my homework. And if you don't find any answer, then don't believe it. So please, I'm pleading languages, different languages. We need you. We need you at this time. We stream other people's own in different language. We have the biggest opportunity, and our leaders should use this publish to go out and fight for this Biafra. Because this is the truth. We don't even need a court. And I hope Finland are listening to release our prime minister. Is still going on. That Igbo hatred is still going on.
Still going on. Global conspiracy.
I met somebody from Kano. To my greatest surprise, this is my first time of meeting an pure outside person in America. We started talking and talking and talking, and then we got to the point to religion. We were saying, okay, Northerners, yeah, Muslim. The West, half Muslim, half Christian. Do you know what she told me? He said, they don't really consider Yoruba Muslim as a real Muslim people. So, you see the difference right there. So, the Yorubas that are parading themselves as Muslim people, the outsiders, the Northerners, don't see them as they're practicing the real Muslim people, the real Muslim, or whatever is whatever they call it. I don't know. That system needs to be destroyed. I don't know what God.
Yeah.
So, for me, when I look at the genesis of the problem, the genesis of the hatred, I put it squarely on the British from the get-go. They masterminded it. They nurtured it until this day, as we speak. They've not. I don't know what it's all about. Yesterday, I saw a program on Jordan Peterson. I think he's a Canadian, and Kemi Badenoch is the Yoruba woman who is the leader of the Conservative Party in the UK now. She was on his platform and being interviewed. So obviously she knows stuff, but politically there are areas she won't go and stuff like that. But there's so I think that ordinarily somebody like David Cameron ought to be investigated. In 2005 to 2006, he was the prime minister then. And he created a policy commission that he tagged globalization and global poverty. So what happened is they were funding this program with the USAID funding and their own funding too. But it just so happened that from the revelation we're getting now that these fundings were geared towards the sponsoring and equipping of Boko Haram and, the terrorists, whatever going on in Nigeria. Now, so this thing continued 2005 to 2006. Fast forward to about a year ago, or let me say, about a year ago, the same David Cameron came out when he now became foreign secretary, British foreign secretary. He came out to declare Nigeria an Islamic country. And you begin to wonder, if you begin to look deeply, you begin to wonder, where is all this coming from? Now, Nigeria, you can make the argument that Nigeria is 50-50, Christian-Muslim, 50-50, split down the middle. You can also make the argument that Christians may even be more. So
It's
why
not,
did
it's not may even be more. Christians are more. That 50-50 of a talk is just
manipulation?
that's the same way they tell us that the North is more populated than the South, which is a very big
Exactly.
lie. It doesn't happen in any place in the world where the savannah area will be less populated than the desert.
Exactly. So, so the question is, why did, and David Cameron knows all this. He knows that Christians are most likely more than the Muslims. So why did he not come out to say, because Nigeria is also a member of international Christian bodies. Nigeria is a member of World Christian Forums world over. So why did David Cameron not come out to declare that Nigeria is a Christian nation or country? He didn't. But he said that Nigeria is a Islamic country. You can Google it. It's there for all to see when he made the pronouncement. And this is a guy who created this commission, and they were funding it. And part of this funding from the USAID was sponsoring terrorism. They were using it as an avenue to Islamize Nigeria. So you see that it's a global agenda to turn the entire Nigerian space into Islamic country. Make no mistake about that. So obviously, I know that because he's British, he's a Westerner, they do stuff and they get away with it. Because Tony Blair, we all the things he did, he was never nothing. He's the untouchable people. These people are untouchable. So my point is that when you look at this whole thing, you begin to see the global dimension to the problem we are facing, and the British primarily, because probably two reasons, from my estimation, probably two reasons, their fear that Japan they don't want in Africa will come from Igbo. I subscribe that. That is one. Two is that they've seen Nigeria as their meal ticket, their business empire. And keeping it the way it is, handing it over to the Fulanis to be in charge, we continue to give them the avenue to milk the resources. So, and obviously, at some point, it became like what you can describe as the case of quid pro quo. The Fulanis, the Nigeria that is in charge of Nigerian system, what I term Fulani hijack Nigerian system, they allows them to milk the resources. Why? And in return, they allow the Fulani to push and to impose Islamization. So it's very, very deep. This is some deep stuff. But that is also why when I say that there's this window of opportunity, and I believe that Chuko Kabiama, his hand is in it, because every time they've succeeded in the past, like with the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they are aware of it. The British government, I have never misswore when I say it. They were aware of it, and they supported it. If you don't believe that, I feel sorry for you. And the arrest, or whatever you call it, about our PM2, their hand is equally in it. That's a fact. But with Dr. Ngodio Rabeze now, it seems to me like a standard was raised against them. Because not this current U.S. administration, as we know it, we give them that room to maneuver. No. So let's just keep walking, and let's keep praying that that this window of opportunity will be exploited to the fullest, so that we can, get our freedom. Because it's really unbelievable that the revelation from Babangida's book shows clearly that an injustice of unimaginable magnitude has been meted on the people, the Biafrans. So then what? The question is, so then what? Set them free. On that lies and propaganda, where millions of people, for no reason, massacred, based on lies and propaganda. Igbo coup. But it turns out now not to be. And the same Awolowo that the intention was to release Awolowo and make him president. Now, they did not release him based on other events that took place after the coup, because the coup failed in the first place. It was not successful. It was an Igbo man that thwarted the coup, that stopped the coup from succeeding. But the war that followed the Biafra war that they brought upon us, it was the same Awolowo that brought idea or advice that more or less maybe contributed maybe half of the massacre of the Biafran people. Because from what I read, he gave the suggestion, he gave the idea to Gowon that hungry people cannot fight a war. So then they had to embark on the blockade, food blockade that led to, so it's also, it just is sad. But I just want our people to know that the problem is deep, really, really deep. And for Finland, that during the Civil War, they were sympathetic, you know, they felt, they really felt it, and they were trying to do the little they can to help Biafrans. Is the same Finland today that is working with the enemy to continue to subjugate Biafrans. So you can see the global angle to which this whole thing is coming, you know. So that is just the little thing I have to contribute, because I know that David Cameron, yeah, these are untouchable set of people, and these are globalists with very, very wicked intention, you know, is to make Nigeria Islam. So if you want to make Nigeria Islamic country, what do you do to more than half of the population that are non-Muslims? You subjugate them, so whatever, either you slaughter them, and they continue to encourage terrorism, because that is a way to achieve it. Put fear in the people, slaughter as many, send them to IDP camp, take over their land, take over their... That is what is going on. It's as simple as day and night. And again, unfortunately, we have Biafran politicians, Igbo politicians, and some other ones who are complicit in it, because they allow the Fulanis to occupy the bushes, and they come out. When they come out, they slaughter, they run back into the bush, and they don't chase after them to bring them to book. So it ends there. They come in and slaughter 30, 50, whatever number, and they never bring them to book. Never. The one that happened to Ebonyi, that is the end of it. They will continue to plan to reinforce as against next attack. And when it happens, the governor will not order the military or security to go after them until they apprehend them. No. It ends there. It's happening all over the place. So, but that is the situation. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that contribution. And as we are talking about this very issue of the revelation of this book of IBB, there is something we must pay attention to. Somebody just wrote on the comment section, and I love what that person wrote, and we should be paying attention to this very issue, because this is what we fought before, and it's a strategy that the Fulanese are using. They have applied it. Mazin Nandekano destroyed it. Mazin Samoneko overcome it. And there is a tendency that they are coming again. While we are discussing about this issue, including our Ududua brothers that are looking at us or watching our program or seeing us discuss, this is not an attack against the Yorubas. It is not speaking against Yoruba or fighting Yoruba. No, that's not what about. It is about bringing out the truth and speaking the truth. The person in the comment wrote, he said, Fulani is out again to cause confusion between Igbo and Yoruba. They want us to fight each other while they watch. This trick will not work again. 1966 coup, not Igbo coup. Then, what do you want now? So while we are discussing this, which is a fact that we must speak about, we can't run away from it. It is a fact. It is not an attack against anybody. The role that Awolowo played, it is a fact. It is the truth. But we will not allow anybody to manipulate it and use it. Not an Igbo person, not an Ududua person, not anybody, not an Hausa or Fulani man will manipulate in this generation this issue and make it something else. We will not allow that. Nobody will come and monetize it for us. No. The only compensation that you can talk about this time is let the Biafran people go. Acknowledge our referendum. If you do not acknowledge it, conduct your own. And let us go. We don't need any financial compensation anywhere. We don't need any monetary compensation from anybody. That's not what we need. It is about standing on the truth, speaking the truth, and continue to speak the truth. We cannot allow anybody to jump into this wagon, to monetize it, to use it against ourselves, or to use it to manipulate us to begin to engage in a fruitless war. We cannot engage in any fruitless war against any tribe. Just like when I come here, I tell you that in this platform, we are not against any tribe. We are not against any religion. It is about the truth and our freedom. If you make yourself an instrument of oppression and they are using you against us, it doesn't matter your religion. It doesn't matter your tribe. It doesn't matter your location. We will come against you. It is about our freedom. All we want to be free. And our freedom is not a selfish one. This freedom is going to affect every indigenous person in that contraption. You will have the right to grow in your own space at your own speed. There will be no need for this evil quota system. There will be no need for it. If you want to run a low standard in the north, you will have all the privileges to run your low standard and run your Sharia law without any interruption. In the southwest, whatever you want to practice on your own, you do it without anybody interrupting you. Likewise, in the old southeastern region, Biafran people will do what they want. And they also, in the middle belt, they will do their own. That is what we are pursuing. Anybody that will try to plant any seed or capitalize in this to cause disruption for his own personal interest, we will not allow that. Just like these politicians. When you dig deep, you will see that even the IBB have a motive for doing what it's doing. Politicians can do anything to make themselves relevant. A politician will move, go and marry an Igbo woman just to win vote in Igbo land. A politician will go to Yoruba land and marry wife just to win vote in Yoruba land. A politician will go to the north and marry just to make themselves relevant. Politicians can do anything. Today, you see politicians in the southeast. Oh, release Mazen Nandekano. Oh, we want you to release. They are not speaking from their heart. They are only using that name, Mazen Nandekano, to draw attention to themselves. Because any post you make with the picture of Mazen Nandekano or mention his name, there must be a like on it. People, Biafrans must react to it. It has become an easy way for a politician to draw attention to themselves. When you see them speak, it's not like they like you, not like they want you. Sometimes when they bring up this controversial issue, it is to draw attention to themselves. But you, as an ordinary person, you must not allow them to use you. We must not allow them to tread with the Biafra anymore. The atrocity they have committed against us is so much that this time we are taking vengeance. We will not allow them to manipulate us again. We are taking our fate in our own hand. Never again. Never, ever again. You're welcome, my beloved brother Maxwell. Thank you for joining us. Before you launch into the program, let me allow Greg. I think Greg is still here. Greg, just give us one word before our brother Maxwell will now come into the program.
Yes. Welcome, Maxwell. Good morning. Yes, we'll continue. I just want to contribute concerning what I said before, and our sister touched it, and everybody touched about it. The people using their language. Any person, other tribes that are in this very struggle, that are this fighting for this freedom, and they are supporting the coming of Biafra, and they are not Igbo speaking Biafra, and they are not using their language every time to talk to their people, or using it as a program, making program. I don't see. I'm just saying my mind, though. I don't see that person has been real. Any person that is real, especially some of them that have position in this government, they're supposed to be doing everything they can to campaign to their people, for them to come out in full to support
the Biafra government, home and abroad. They're supposed to be having 2-3 times program in a week in order to let their people sanitize them, educate them, bring them into what we are doing. That is not division. No. It is not a division at all. It is to make them for them to understand what they're supposed to be doing and where they're supposed to be. If Biafra come, it will be more easier to bring people together than now they're not sanitizing them. So when they sanitize them, in this time we are fighting, it will be easier for the Biafrans to come together tomorrow when Biafra will be completely 100% in control of every Biafra land. So I call on the so-called Akbarawa. I don't know where he belongs, wherever he belongs. If he's real, which I don't believe, I challenge him the second time in today's program. Let him be using the Calabar language to be talking to his people. If he's real, let him start sanitizing his people. He should forget anything about the Igbo people. Let him wear the culture of Calabars. Let them know that he is a full-grounded Calabar man, just like Effiong. And let them know that he is 100% in support if he is real, because I don't believe he is real. So that is number one. Number two, when we talk about the Yorubas and the Igbos, let me tell you one thing. The Nigerians, the only thing what Nigerians have against the Igbos, the only thing they can use to threaten Igbos are your only properties in their towns and their cities. Because they know in any of your town or your city, they are, if they come here, maybe Igbos have 50 or 60% or 70 before them that own that land. So, and because of that, they're threatening you. So tell me what is the difference between what this Tinubu did to the Igbos. What is the difference between what this Tinubu and his spokesperson tell the Igbos in Lagos that they should be quiet in Lagos State? They should not have anything to do with politics in Lagos State, that they are foreigners and they have no single right in Lagos, and they kill them and they destroy their businesses and their houses and their properties. And Tinubu came to power, they swore him in and he swept it under the carpet. The wife of the Tinubu threatened the Igbos. The Oba of Lagos threatened the Igbos and under the carpet. What is the difference between that and the man of Fulani man that said that if he have a job, I think that was even before Biafra, even before Nigerian independence or after Nigerian independence. When the Fulani man said, I always forget his name, when he said, Ahmad Bello, when he said that he cannot hire Igbo people, because if he hire Igbo man in the job, when he assume that laborer, he will assume to become the head of that laborer. But he says, and his mind is not telling him that that Igbo man is assuming the head because he understands that job. In this place I'm living, it doesn't matter where you come from. If you are in any job, and they find out that you are the person that understands that job, they will not even remember again that you are a foreigner. You will hate that job because they want everything to be correct. They don't want any mistake. No mistakes in that field. They don't want it. So if they find out that they are the one that will handle it well, and there will be no mistake, and everything will be going on fine the way it's supposed to be, you will hate that job. But this Ahmad Bello, or what do you call it now, don't understand it. It is Northerners first. Whether he can write his name or whether he cannot write his name, is a Northerners first. That he better employ expertise or any other tribe than to employ an Igbo man. So tell me, I want somebody in this forum to tell me what is the difference between what this man, that man said, and what is different between what Tinubu stand in Lagos and his spokesperson in Lagos and the Fani Kayode, who happened to marry an Igbo lady who opened herself to a useless man like Fani Kayode, and that Fani Kayode entered him because of the lady was long throat. And now what is happening? Now tell me, how can a man that I heard he doesn't have, he have not gotten any a son, a child, son, and the other ladies have is a girl's child, but not a male child. So, and the Igbo lady gave her a male child, and he did not even value that male child that Igbo man, that Igbo woman gave to her. She's promote the killings of the Igbos in Lagos. She promote the killings of Igbos in Biafra, in Yoruba land, and she forgot that he, Fani Kayode, have child, male child, as an male child with an Igbo woman. Does he show that he loved that child? Does he show that he want that child to represent anything in Lagos? No, because if he can come out and stand against a man that his father is a Yoruba and his mother is an Igbo woman, and he called that man a foreigner that he cannot rule Lagos. So what about the one he had on his own? That shows he denied that child already. He denied the child, and the record, the history will tell what that man did against that woman and the children, and what he spoke against the Igbo people. So that is what we are talking about. I'm just trying to support what you said, that the politicians can go to any level and marry from any tribe in order to get what they want from those people. So he did that thing, and he learned it. He used that lady and learned Nnamdi Kanu. And then Nnamdi Kanu thought that Fani Kayode is a friend. I am telling you what happened to Nnamdi Kanu today. 50% is from Fani Kayode, whether you believe it or not. So that is what I want to straighten this thing. I'm not trying to promote I have my friends, very good friends with Yorubas, but that doesn't mean that we don't have bad one. Just as we had Ataeze and they make up for them and that Tanzania them. They are all criminals and sellouts. So they can do anything to get what they want, just like Fani Kayode. That doesn't mean there is no good Yorubas. After all, this guy, Davido's the musician, his father, the mother of Davido's father is an Igbo person. So Davido is half Igbo, half Yoruba. Are they not ruling where is that state where his cousin or his uncle is ruling?
Oyo State.
Oyo State. Yeah, that man, that governor in Oyo State, the mother is an Igbo. Pure Igbo woman, lady. He's not a governor. He's not governing that place. So that to show you how wicked the Fani Kayode is. These are the kind of people you cannot associate with. So what I'm trying to say is, all these things will not end. The only thing that will end it is for us getting Biafra. No, there is no retreat, no surrender. So that is the only thing that can stop all this nonsense. Thank you. Let's welcome our brother, Max.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Bro, Max, go ahead.
Thank you so much, the great sons and daughters of Biafra land, for having me today this morning. I came late though. My apologies because of some certain things we were tackling as well. You know, I was paying so much keen interest with the sonar address of my president, John Dramani Mahama, yesterday, what they call the sonar State of the Nation address yesterday. So many things were revealed, how the SY government really dealt with Ghanaians, massage debts and so on and so forth. But that was what I was listening to. So I'm so sorry that I couldn't come on time. But glory be to God that I've made it. You people are still here. Mazi Chooks, your own will never spoil. And the Chukwu will continue to strengthen you the more.
Sir?
Because what King Leo, Pastor King Leo, Prophet King Leo, David King Leo said about Simon Ekpa, that Simon Ekpa has been engulfed with the spirit of freedom fighting. Stay clear of him. If you cannot support him, stay clear of him, or do it at your own peril. That's exactly what I have seen in you and so many other people. You see, I came in when you were playing the Bembulie, Colonel Bembulie, one of the greatest soldiers that of Biafran extraction that served in the Nigerian army. The first group of people, I think he joined the Nigerian army 1960, before independence. Before independence, he was enlisted into the army. And one of the best guys that were sent to, Sam Hawks to go and study in the United Kingdom. You see, there is no way we will talk about this coup that you will not, invite or speak a lot about the positions of the United Kingdom. The positions of the United Kingdom in that coup. I have taken my time to listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu when he made a very great and very, very incisive, an extensive program on the role United Kingdom played in that coup. It was from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and what I gathered as well before Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told me what, said what he said on that broadcast. Eastern region as at that time was the most prosperous economy in the world. I heard him say, it 35 to 40%?
The fastest growing economy then.
On yearly basis, non-stop. Non-stop. Western region was also moving. The North, there were so many things. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he said all this. But when the British discovered that the oil in Biafra land is twice the deposit or the reserve in Kuwait, they now try to scuttle everything. And they did. Yes, these are the group of people. Look at them there. And they did. See, all Anglophone countries, including my own country here, Ghana, they did the same thing here. Those that removed, and let me tell you one thing, these people cannot just come from there to come and remove you. They must find people that they are going to work with in your own land. And that is the reason why when Biafra comes, I will suggest censorship. I will suggest censorship because they will definitely enter, they will find out, they will get gullible people that they are going to use as an instrument of destruction. It is in their character to do that. As long as they see that you are economically buoyant, economically progressing, they will find one way or the other to scuttle you. That was what they used the coup of 1966, which the same British Broadcasting Corporation came out. British was the first group, was the first electronic media that called them five Igbos. Five Igbo the coup carried out by 5 Igbos. And this same British, the broadcasting BBC, has not deemed it fit to correct what the irresponsibility and the incitement because they started the incitement against the Igbo people. Mazi Chuks, Brother Craig, and my other Namoche there, go and verify. They started the incitement against the Igbo people in the hands of the rest of Nigerians. After that coup, there are subsequent coups, like I always ask. If you Christian, if you have the audacity, you have the vim to Christian January 15th coup and Igbo coup, what of the subsequent successful coups that happened? Did you have the same vim to attribute ethnicity or tribe of those people that carried out those successful coups? You see, when a country that dwells on lies will never progress. Look at Nigeria. Look, let me tell you, if you look at from independence, they say, oh, Igbo people they are domineering, they have domineering attitude. They dominate everywhere. Is it not through merits? If you are not qualified, how would they take you? A company that is looking for a lab technician, you are looking for a lab technician, and the lab technician is situated in the lab facility is situated in Massachusetts village. And there is no lab technician there in the village that can take over. Then they brought someone from Imo State or Owerri to come, and so you become angry. What do you supposed to do? You begin to try and struggle just like these people have been. Or if you can't beat them, join them. How do you people do it? So that you will have qualified hands to take over most of the job instead of dwelling in envy, jealousy, and hate. It is this hate that they sowed on their grandchildren that you see on spaces today, on programs today, on platforms today, talking evil about the Igbo people. The seed of discord and hate they sow, their forefathers sow, their grandfathers sow in this head of these people is what you are seeing today. That evil narrative, just to, that campaign, I always call it a campaign of calumny against the Igbo people. That was what these people did that time. And they did it successfully to the extent he entered our riverine cousins. He entered into our riverine cousins. That was what they did. I did not see any crime the Igbo people committed in that Nigeria. Crime is not limited to one ethnic group. As there are, criminals in Igbo land, in Igbo ethnic group, so it is in other ethnic groups. That is how it is. These boys that carried out this coup were young Nigerian military officers of SO2, senior officer second class. How will you call them? And who was the beneficiary of that coup if it did not fail? Awolowo was the beneficiary. Supposing the coup didn't fail and Awolowo become the president of the new prime minister, deposing Tafawa Balewa, what would they be saying today? What would they be saying today? These are some of the things that when I come out here to speak the way I speak, I say, if you are an Igbo person or anybody from the entire old Eastern region, including the riverine area, and you are still patronizing this evil. It got to a stage where these people sat down and decided on who to support these evil white, Caucasian people, who they are going to stop. Hey, if we don't support Nigeria, Russia will. And if Russia, does it, then we will be lost out. The oil and crude. You cannot allow Russia to succeed, support Nigeria, considering the level of the oil deposit and gas that is in Biafra land. Therefore, Britain must support Nigeria, and you supported Nigeria to kill innocent people, stab them to death. Shame no they catch you. Today you are there, UK, Britain, you are preaching. You kill people because you wanted the constant flow of gas and crude oil. That was the reason why you killed them. That was the reason why you went after them, you supported. So many innocent women were bombed. Churches were bombed. Schools were bombed. Hospitals were bombed. In fact, the entire land was devastated. It was an eyesore. Because I was also a soldier, I know what war does in the life of people, apart from the psychological effect and the trauma of war, the environmental destruction, structural destruction is immense. That was what UK and the USSR at that time supported Nigeria to do on the Biafran people. Till today, they have not stopped. Till today, as we are talking today, they have not stopped. Mazen Namdekano asked question. In the United Kingdom, you have England there, you have Wales there, you have Ireland there, you have the Scotland there. All of them are federating countries under the United Kingdom, under one umbrella, but they are independent on their own. They are operating like a federation. They have equal rights and everything. You see the level of development in their country. But you have a Nigeria that is twice the population and the bigger, 2 times the size of UK. Yet, you don't want this vast population of people and land to, reciprocate the same thing that you have done in your place that is making you stronger. You want them to stay in a dangerous diversity where religion claims itself. There is superiority of religion. There is superiority of political class. There is the superiority of the elites. Those that have stolen and want to maintain that criminal status quo, they want it to. There is supremacy of ethnicity. And you want these people, knowing fully well that these people cannot have any peace or any unification. You force them there, and that thing is brewing, it's boiling, it's consuming lives. Still, you are there because you are having constant flow of gas and crude oil. The God of the Biafran people will punish all of you that supported that demonic, senseless slaughter of the Biafran people. God of the Biafran people will deal with you unless there is no God in heaven. I believe in God, the God that saved me in 5 different wars, while I did not even take any juju or whatever, where I supposed to be killed or die. God took me out of there before it happens. That was the handwork of God in my life in 5 different wars. I believe that that same God that brought me out of this wars, saved me and put me where I am today, is not dead. All of you will pay for all the evil that you committed, just like Mazen Namdekano said. And UK, you will be next on the line. Mazen Namdekano warned you, say, remove your hands in the affairs or make what you did in Nigeria. Otherwise, Islam will take you over. It is brewing there. Little by little. Little by little. That thing you don't want to, you impose on people in Nigeria. Your former colony, your former franchise, your former supermarket. Till today, Nigeria remains your supermarket where you go and fetch oil, fetch gas to make your lives in the United Kingdom better. Whereas the people that own the oil are being slaughtered on a daily basis, and you don't have that spirit to say, no, let's stop this. You are encouraging, you are aiding and abetting, you are giving them weapons, you are doing everything, you are giving them monetary assistance to kill the indigenous people that are fighting for their freedom. Biafrans right across the world, I'm here to tell you, there is to be prepared. Be prepared for what is going to happen. Because there is no way. The way, in fact, when you are look at the conference, the hobnobbing between the United States and the UK, stammer that is there right now. I don't know whether you people listened to the address yesterday, what they were saying. They are like this. They are like Aki and Popo. Unless the Spirit of God is going to touch them. Unless the Spirit of God is going to touch them, strike them in such a manner that they will not. Because what I am seeing humanly, it is going to be difficult for us. But remember that we have to go to Gabiam that kept our people alive to today, made us prosperous even in the midst of our ordeal and the troubles. Even in the midst of a marginalized, absolute marginalization and emasculation, we are still breathing even better than those that they used to emasculate us. We have a very long way to go. With what is going on, with what I'm seeing, with what I'm watching, the collaborations that are going on, especially in the NATO, I believe that God will touch the heart of Donald Trump not to fall into the trap of these same people, just like they did to Finland. I told you people before, and I'll still maintain. I was happy, but the day Finland was inducted into NATO, I was crying right in my house here. And I had the opportunity to say it. One of the great sons of Biafra came to my DM and told me I should not say that. I will still remember. That is how they operate. But our hope is on our hands. And what God is going to do with what is in our hands, my people, that is what we are going to do. Our hope is on our palms. And what God is going to do with that on our palms, that is the only message I have for each and every one of you. Unity is key. Unity is key. Unity is key. If we are not unified, unless God do it his own way. Thank you so much for having me, Mike.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that amazing input that you have just made. And I thank everyone that have been with us here from the beginning to the end. It is more than 3 hours for being here, and we're going to be rounding up. Please remember that today by 7 p.m. precisely, I think we are having another program, and that will be for the ID card. If you have not yet gotten your ID card, or you have applied for your ID card, you are having a problem in registering, please be on that program. It will be a question and answer section and solution program that is done every Friday. Be in that program. Any question that you have that has to do with the ID card, either you are applying or it's not going through, or you applied before and you have not gotten your ID card, or your message is not coming to you. If there's any obstacle you are having, anything that has to do with the ID card, please don't miss that program by 7 p.m. Join that program. Very, very important. It is an opportunity for you to know where you stand, where you are going to get your ID card, whether you are qualified to have it or not. Any question, bring it on that program and you will be answered. The department that is in charge is going to be there to attend to every single question, and our Deputy Prime Minister will also be present. So please don't miss that program. My fellow Biafrans, as we are rounding up, I have to remind you of the topic today. You have to go home with it. It's Biafran time to resist with all our might and prefer death to slavery and disgrace. This is time for resistance. Resist the enemy with everything in you. Resist being a slave with everything in you. Resist the disgrace with everything in you. It does not matter what the enemies are saying, the propaganda, the blackmail. Don't pay attention. We have too many things to do. We have too many things to keep us occupied. Those who are still today pushing propaganda and blackmail are those who do not have anything to contribute when it comes to the restoration of Biafra. Those of us that know what we are looking for, what we are pursuing, we are too busy to listen to idiots, to listen to propagandists and blackmailers who doesn't have anything to offer. And I urge every Biafran to stand tall and stand strong. Do not get distracted. Remember, on Saturday is going to be fundraising. On that Saturday, make sure you are there. The fundraising is 247. Anytime you can go to the site and make your payment. Don't wait until the day of fundraising. Any minute of the day. Anytime that Chukwu come and bless you, you just go to the link online, you pay, and your receipt will come to you. Then on Saturday, you can come and announce it if you so desire. There are many people that are making secret donation. No amount is small. No amount is small. Every single donation you made will go a long way to save life. My fellow Biafrans, before we go, I will allow my beloved brothers that are with me on stage to give their closing remark while we round up the program and prepare for the next things to do. My brother Greg, go ahead and give us your closing remark. After you, then my brother Max will give us his closing remark as we round up.
Yeah, we continue, just as you said, that we will not surrender. We will continue fighting until we get our destination. There is no other option. The only option is Biafra. That is the end.
Absolutely.
But I just want to still call on those people that are not Igbo speaking tribe. I want to call, wake them up, let them wake up, except if they are not serious. I'm serious in calling them. Let them start making programs on their native languages. It's very, very important. They should stop deceiving themselves. If you are for Igodo, come out, continue making program in your language so that the people will know that you are serious. If you are from Calabar, from Efik, from all those things, rise up and continue making program in your own native language. And let people know, let your people know, yes, that this Biafra, you are serious about it. They should leave the Igbos. The Igbos are doing the needful. Every day they come out, they contribute in everywhere, both their language and everything. At the end of the day, they are the people who will tell you now that you are trying to marginalize them. But you are the ones who are doing it. So come up and push your people, energize them, make them to come up. Let them start speaking their language and using it to propagate the Biafra we are fighting for. That is my own message to those other tribes. Then, to our brothers everywhere, nobody should listen to these propagandas of all these evil people. These people did not succeed in stopping the declaration of Biafra. So they are still working for their agent. But they will not come and tell you, I'm working for my agent, I'm working for Nigeria. No, they will pretend even more than you. Just like the Bible said, that they will do a lot of miracles even to deceive the elite, for you to believe that they are for Christ. But they are not for Christ. They are the evil one in sheep's clothes. That's what they are. So don't think that these people are fighting for Biafra. If they are really fighting for Biafra, they will obey the order that comes from Simon Egba. If they are fighting for Biafra, they will not fight against Dr. Ngozi Adebeze. If they are fighting for Biafra, they will not ask them to come and tell us how everything you have done. Let us assess your work. They will not run away from doing an account. They will not try to hijack anything that have been put in place. they would have allowed the government to run naturally as it had been planned. But they hijacked it and they stopped the men on ground and tell them not to fight. And they are still using that men on ground every day to propagate evil. They're still using them to do a lot of propagandas for you to believe that they are the one fighting for Biafra. They only want to get this power and they will surrender it to their Nigerian paymaster. If you continue listening to them, you are deceiving yourself. These people are 100% not real. So reject them and let them fly as the evil one. Let them fly, or they will repent. So my message is, please continue contributing anyhow you can, physically, spiritually, materially, and financially. Mostly pray for our Prime Minister and this new government. Thank you, and God bless the Biafrans. I greet you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to strengthen you, protect your family, and bless you more and more. Go ahead, my beloved brother Max. Your closing remark.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mazi Chicks and Namoche. Great. The only thing I have to say here now is this, that no matter how, whatever that is beautiful, that is sweet, so adorable, you can only get it, by spending cash, money to get it. Freedom is one of them. There is nobody that is going to give you freedom in a platter of food. You must struggle for it because there are vested interests in what you want to collect from them. It's just like winning a child. You are trying to win a child. The child, you have a very big battle to fight with the child when you're trying to win that child. And this is exactly what we are doing. Mazen Nambekano, wherever you are, I say, may God continue to bless you and protect you in the hands of the enemy. Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, the same thing goes to you. Dr. Ngasan Rabueze, the piloter of the United States of Biafra, I say, may God continue to bless you and give you strength. Give you the strength, not just that of a woman, but double or triple of it, so that you will continue to fight while you garner support from your adjutants and lieutenants. And those in the Biafra land, I say, may God continue to bless each and every one of you. We know what you are going through. We have seen it. We've been hearing about it. But it lies into your hands to defend yourself first. The DSS director said it the other time, that the first line of defense that we've been commenting on this platform here is necessary for everybody that is living in that zoo. Take advantage of that and get yourself that first line of defense. The Biafran Liberation Defense Force cannot be in all places at all times. They are not spirit. They can only operate as their power, can reach as a human being. So please, and with the little limited resources that they have, they cannot be at every place at all the time. Help them, support them, make their work look easier for them, because they are doing great job. For the people of Biafra, both in the diaspora and at home, I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama bless each and every one of you. As God is enriching you, as God is so blissful to you, as God is protecting you, please support for Biafra to come. The recognition of Biafra is sacrosanct, is highly needed. We want it. It's do or die affair this time around. Support, no matter how little, and God will multiply it and magnify it for us. I remain your Okene, your Wawa, from the little beautiful city of Bolokatanga in Upper East Region. I say, I love you. Thank you for your opportunity. For the opportunity that I'm giving to you. God bless you.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Max. I appreciate you for that amazing contribution. Thank you so much. And I want to say once again, your brothers today and our beloved sister that was here made mention of people using their language to broadcast. That is part of our system on this platform. For those of you who have been following this platform for a very long time, you saw our sister that used to come here to speak in the Ibibio language. We saw some people come to speak in the Banke language. And I always say it, once you join us on this platform, any Biafran language is allowed to use. If you don't have your own platform, you want to speak and reach out to your own people in this platform, any Biafran local language is allowed. There's no law that says you must come here and speak English. You must come here. English is not a language. We are all learning English, and we have to use our own language to speak to our people. We use English because it's much more easier for people outsiders to hear us, or when we are communicating to the outside world so they can understand what we are saying. But that doesn't mean you cannot use your local language to speak. In this platform, you can use your local language to speak. Whichever area you come from, Biafra land, use your local language to communicate when you join us on stage. It is fully allowed. May Chukwu Okike Abiyama guide and protect everyone that has been part of this program today from beginning to end. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate you, and I hope to see you later in the evening during the ID card program. Try as much as possible to be there to make inquiries about your ID card and make your own contribution as well. Wherever you are, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike Abiyama to please continue to stand firm. Do not get distracted. It's our time to resist with all our minds and prefer death to slavery and disgrace. This is the time. We must resist every plans of the enemy. Resist every attack of the Janjaweed. This is the time. May Chukwu come and give all the strength to overcome. May Chukwu come and guide and protect our Deputy Prime Minister, Dr. Ngozi Oraweze. May Chukwu come and guide and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Samunepa. May Chukwu come and guide and protect our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I will see you again next time. Stay blessed.
Now one na boss vive na kiti enoi. Leri no wangulo. Now one na boss vive na kiti enoi. Na tulaje bano ma believe melem. Kuja. Atibe kwa na tulane bovo. Malugo no godo kokodo nyano be hule Nani moda tunilu Na ya kalakana kwa lerinu mwangulu Ngula matali waso jere futa mbaka njuba diali Kama abulezi okwenu Kala kelwe nezi enwe N'ụbọchị akala kelwe gonu nezi Maka na ababa n'ụwa aralu n'uteyi Ụmụ Biafra kunye enwe Ụmụ Biafra kunye enwe Kwani mono nezi biakere nwe Ono nenu lira tono na nagulugu senyi tono nugu banatai Kanyi wele fobi wena tabanu ubanyo Makana nyuko no 1 million we bofu wa maabulezi okwe